Michael wasn't poor. He wasn't from a small village. In fact, he had everything most people wish for: a good job, a nice apartment, and a decent social life. On the outside, things looked perfect. But inside, Michael was fighting a battle no one could see. He was comfortable, too comfortable. Every day was the same routine: wake up, go to work, come home, scroll endlessly on his phone, sleep. He had dreams once, big ones. He wanted to start his own business, write a book, travel the world. But as the years went by, his dreams collected dust while excuses piled up. I'll start next year. I'm not ready yet. What if I fail? Excuses became his prison. One day, Michael received news that would change his life forever. His best friend, David, passed away suddenly in a car accident. David was only 32, full of life, full of plans. The shock hit Michael like a storm. He couldn't believe it. Just a week ago, they had coffee together. Just a week ago, David was talking about his dream to open a restaurant. Now, he was gone. At the funeral, Michael sat in silence, staring at the coffin. Tears rolled down his face, but more than grief, he felt regret. David never got the chance to live his dream, and Michael realized neither was he. That night, Michael couldn't sleep. He thought about all the times he had delayed his goals, all the opportunities he had let slip, all the days he had wasted scrolling, complaining, waiting for the right time. And now he understood there is no right time. Life doesn't wait. The very next morning, Michael made a decision, a small one, but powerful. He got up earlier than usual, laced up his old running shoes, and went for a jog. It wasn't about fitness. It was about proving to himself that he could start, that he could move, that he could take control. The first jog was hard. He was out of breath, his legs burned, and he wanted to quit. But as he slowed down, he whispered to himself, "David can't run anymore, but I still can." That thought pushed him forward. Over the next weeks, Michael made more small changes. He limited his screen time. He started reading for 30 minutes a day. He wrote down one goal every morning and forced himself to work on it. Slowly, the fog in his mind began to clear. 3 months later, Michael finally began working on his long-forgotten book. Just 1 page a day. Some days he wrote nonsense, some days nothing at all, but he didn't stop. 6 months later, he joined a business workshop. He was nervous, surrounded by people who seemed smarter, sharper, more confident. But instead of walking away, he stayed. He listened. He learned. A year later, Michael launched a small online business selling fitness equipment. It wasn't perfect. He failed multiple times. Wrong suppliers, wrong marketing strategies, wrong partnerships. But every failure reminded him of the day he stood back up. One evening, while journaling, Michael wrote, "The biggest tragedy isn't death. It's living without purpose." That sentence became his compass. 2 years later, Michael had not only finished his first book, Stand Back Up, but also grown his business into a stable source of income. He wasn't a millionaire, but he was alive again. Every day felt meaningful. Every morning had purpose. One day, during a seminar, a young man asked him, "Michael, what made you change? How did you go from being stuck to where you are today?" He paused, then replied softly, "I realized that life is shorter than we think. My best friend David never got the chance to chase his dreams. I owed it to him and to myself to stop wasting time. I decided that the pain of regret is worse than the pain of discipline. And that's when everything changed. Remember, this story isn't about poverty or privilege. It's about something far more common: comfort and procrastination. Most people aren't failing because they're poor. Most people fail because they delay, because they wait for the perfect moment that never comes. Michael's story teaches us this: you don't have to take a giant leap to change your life. You just have to take the first step. Start small. Jog 1 mile, write 1 page, save $1, learn 1 new skill. Because success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who begin. So the next time you catch yourself scrolling endlessly, saying, "Someday," someday is not on the calendar, but today is. Stand back up. Start now. If you find wisdom in this story, subscribe the channel and also like, comment, and share the video.